Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NBA Africa Game 2018, where stars from across the NBA meet in a matchup of Team World versus Team Africa.
Ball without borders, so is Pascal Siakam as well as Danilo Gallinari. As they want to put on a show. Ibaka gives it up there. Here's Middleton for Team World. Ahead to Gallinari for the flush in the first bucket of the game. Brewing in Dallas.
You improve your defense, your rim protection, your rebounding.
Ibaka able to slide that in around the contest of McGee. And Ibaka has the first 5 points. And the throwdown.
No, he's got the first 7 points. I'm not sure there's another team in the NBA that's going to look more different. We'll get into it later than the Toronto Raptors.
The addition of Kawhi Leonard, the departure.
Interesting. McGee, Rondo, Stevenson. That's an interesting quartet, or a trio.
The alley-oop put home.
Can you imagine the playoffs without LeBron?
I don't think we'll ever have to.
Well, my man Jeff Van Gundy at the NBA Summer.
Down on the delivery from Embiid. Team Africa with the 3-point lead and 6 points for Luol Deng. 7 lead changes already in this first quarter as Gallinari splashes in a tray.
Hey, numbers just show up around here everywhere. It's unbelievable. Just let him come in and participate in this and play with no limitations.
Yeah, you know, I guess a little surprised based on the health he wants to come back every single offseason and take part in basketball without borders in Africa.
Well, he wants to help discover worlds, and I think that's what happened with a lot of these players as they visited that museum.
And Nelson Mandela used to always talk about the ability of sport to unite as Barnes.
Outside of our country, and basically investing in the game outside of our country with, you know, from Eurocamp and with basketball without borders.
Flourishing in the NBA. And basketball without borders takes, in this case this year, 78 of the best.
The players are part of that because the fourth of those players are international players. I'm just wondering if they did station work, if they kept like Embiid on one end, and, you know, like for a while back, Florida Gulf Coast, Dunk City, they had this portable basket. People would walk around campus and players would dunk on kids. Embiid does that in real life every time he works.
An outstanding duo on that ODU squad.
I say that Rudy Gay, fellow UConn alum, gets it.
Here's Fournier off the mark on his 3. Nice save from Biyombo, but right to Gay. He flips it ahead to McGee for the 2-hand flush.
Without real point guards. Garrett Temple's the closest thing to a point guard on the court. So therefore, just getting real easy scoring opportunities probably not going to be.
JaVale McGee's like, what do you mean, Seth? I'm a point guard.
Of course. All bigs want to be point guards, and all point guards want to post up.
Now entering his 11th NBA season. Gallinari gives it up. McGee in the corner, knocks down the 3.
Pick and pop 5. He refuses to get down to the block.
Floor spacer.
He's a spacer. Forget about the dunker spot. He wants no part.
Hands on it. Fournier takes it back. Mashingwana can't bank it in. The follow is good from Young Cash, who will run the point for Team World. Gallinari gets the step in the flush.
Incredible. Made a steal at the end of the game that was unbelievable. He looked like he could still suit it up. What?
I mean, the footwork is still
unbelievable. He works with a
rebound left for Barnes.
You surprised Deng's played 1 game last year?
Yeah, 1 game all of last season with the Lakers.
Nice cut.
Barnes on the give and go. 1 in Africa, it's in Senegal, 1 in Mexico City, 1 in India, 1 in Australia. As Embiid storms to the rim and flushes it down with 2 hands. They love seeing that. They have 1 go to UVA on a scholarship and 1 to UNLV. And their first woman as well from an academy getting a scholarship to the University of San Diego.
And that's what it's all about. It's not just the NBA, but opening up doors. And to me, that's as important as anything, opening up doors and giving young people opportunities.
It's a great. Embiid has size on Marvin Williams.
Oh, they're going to double him.
Yeah, Barnes came with the help. Embiid able to shake his way into a J. Is wondering, well, how do they choose the campers for Basketball Without Borders, those 78 boys and girls, as McGee hits the bunny.
So FIBA oversees those club organizations.
Fournier connects on a three.
Everything on the block. Skilled 4 and 5 guys. More three-point shooting. More spacing. Are we a more of an international game because of the addition of the international player?
5% of the players in the league now are international. Right. And would you be surprised if that number grows to 40 or 50% over the next couple decades? Probably not.
In time, there's no doubt.
Embiid gives it up. Ibaka puts it up. Too strong, right back to him. Ibaka storms in, can't finish, but Dane can. Here is Barnes. Had his pocket picked by Al-Farouq Aminu. Amino the lob. Embiid waits, finishes, plus the foul.
So, I mean, like, if you're Terry Rozier, do you want to eventually get paid?
Of course you do.
Of course you do. And then, you know,
Here's Garrett Temple. Had a big first half. Finds Whiteside on a three, and he hits with that
scouting staff, I think, do a great job of evaluating.
Nice block there from Biyombo. It springs a break. Siakam lays it in. Here is Ibaka using the jab step.
This is going on. Come on.
Yeah, you knew it.
That was going on.
Whiteside deflects the pass. Here comes Middleton. The no look, and Marvin Williams with the hammer. Temple, the spin. And the jumper goes.
It's a pretty good recruiting tool.
Yeah, especially if you were a free agent in the summer of 2016.
He did very well.
Very well.
Very well.
Like Fournier. Guys. Luol Deng, who's in this game. Got a 4-year, $72 million deal.
That's like monopoly money. You have
our two referees, Tony Brothers, Derek Stafford, as Williams is fouled. Here's Luwawu Cabarro cradling and shoveling it in, plus the foul.
Season teams?
Yes, definitely. Teams that can
be built to win 60, 52 games in the regular season, but aren't as clear. This is a business, and no one is irreplaceable. Not even DeMar DeRozan. So, trust is the most important thing. If that
6-0 run. Barnes hops into a jumper, can't finish it. Good hands by McGee to keep it alive. And Middleton sticks the landing on a deep. You can see Ettore Messina. He's working hard on the sideline as McGee comes through with the slam.
I never understood people like adults, like 40, 50-year-old wearing jerseys to games.
No, they're just passionate, Seth.
I mean, come on.
Embiid, 5-point game. Embiid finds the cutter, Aminu to the rack. And it's a 3-point game right now. You know he wants to take it.
Step back right here. There you go. Call that one.
You bet. Gallen points, and it's a 6-point game. Embiid to the rack, gets fouled and finishes. And a chance for a 3-point play. And these highly Team Africa with the basketball down 3. Embiid, guarded by Whiteside, takes a tumble and then throws it away. And Joel rebound Embiid. Here's the chance for Team Africa. Down 3. Fournier, a 3 to tie. No. Rebound kicks out. How about that one? 7 seconds left. Middleton secures and is fouled by Embiid.
The African team used time, little elevator play right there.
Right, they got to get it in. Embiid trying to separate. Heaves up a 3. No good, and that will do it. Team World hangs on to defeat Team Africa 96-92, the final. We will have the MVP presentation in just a moment.